Okay, everyone, I am back. I just had to grab a quick package. I had to grab a couple because some of them are for me, some of them are for somebody else. So, let's get to our show here. So we have Sky Outlaw taking on Dakota Kai as our very first matchup here. So let's get right to that. First of all, I'd like to thank, I think it was TJ who added me to I think it was the bot for Punk Nation Discord. He's a real good buddy of mine. Definitely check him out if you haven't already. The Sky Outlaw comes out here, getting ready for her matchup. King Cobra, good to see you in here, buddy. Good to see you in here again. We made it just in time for our first match. We had a little bit of a serious moment at the beginning of the stream. But all moments aside, I had to go back and get a couple packages from Amazon and other places. So as we have Sky Outlaw, get ready for her match against Dakota Kai. Well, that's because I turned off the music. I turned off the music because I edit the music in afterwards. Because obviously some of the music that I use for some of the superstars, and some of the superstars' music has changed, so that's why you don't have the music on here. Dakota Kai, she actually streams on Twitch too, which is pretty cool. I was watching a couple of her streams. She was streaming Final Fantasy the last time I got a chance to catch her, and I think it's really cool that a lot of wrestlers now are doing what I do, and that's stream, because most of them don't, you know, because they don't have the time to, but because of the circumstances in the quarantine, what else are they gonna do? So, you know, I always think it's kind of cool when celebrities get into, you know, normal people things and get a chance to enjoy normal people things, like playing video games and stuff, because of their busy schedules, they don't get time to do, you know, the basic things, like watching TV and stuff like that. So it's kind of cool to see that, you know, wrestlers are getting involved in stuff like that. I mean, Dakota and Adam Cole, I know, are two that are really into video games, and same thing with Rosemary. And I know Deonna Purrazzo is, who's signed with Impact now, so congratulations to her. She was formerly signed with NXT. And I know Xavier Woods is also very into it. I watch his streams too. I haven't watched his YouTube channel too much, but I've watched his streams a lot. Sky Outlaw runs in with a drop kick in the corner here to Dakota Kai. Lifting her up now. Irish whip to the apron now. I wonder what Sky's going for here. And that is a drop kick right to the outside. And coming up, we have a little bit of a revenge match from last week. As we have AJ Styles, the winner of the Battle Royal of last episode, going up against Ricochet, the man he eliminated in that Battle Royale match. And we will hear from AJ. I will read off a tweet that AJ had sent out in regards to what man he will be challenging, or what title he will be challenging for after winning that Battle Royale match. So we will hear that, and I guarantee you guys will be pleased with the decision that AJ has decided to go for. As Dakota Kai with a reversal here of a suplex and a knee right to the back of Sky Outlaw here. A knee right to the back of Sky, and Sky is in trouble here as Dakota Kai, the leader of Team Kick, Captain Kota, taking over this match, and oh, a kick right there. And like I said, she's the captain of Team Kick. She's the leader of Team Kick. And for good reason. And a drop kick now to Dakota Kai. She's on the apron here. Now, a shoulder tackle there from Sky, taking Dakota Kai off of the apron. And the referee starts counting again. Remember, under RCW rules, it's a count out of 20 instead of a count out of 10. And it appears that Sky is looking to punish Dakota on the outside here with a Sky's the Limit driver on the outside. Count of 4 here. It's Dakota with a kick to the midsection. Pushing Dakota away there. Count of 6 as both ladies get back in the ring. Kick to the midsection from Sky and a famouser on Dakota Kai. A huge famouser on Dakota Kai here. As Sky's looking to finish this one up. Sky's looking to finish this one up with a Skyfall. No! Dakota Kai got out of the way. Smart enough to get out of the way. Tried for a drop kick. Sky totally missed that one. And Dakota is taking advantage. Now Dakota running in from the corner and a face wash right in the corner. That kick right to the side of the face. And Sky having to roll into the middle of the ring, but just a count out, or count of 1. Just a count of 1 there. Sky's very tough. You gotta throw everything at these Outlaws to take them down. As a drop kick right to the back there. Very smart. Trying to wear Dakota down here. Now, if I were Sky, I would try and slow down Dakota here. Both women are very quick and agile. As I think Dakota tried for the chiropractor. And a power bomb there from Dakota. I don't think I've rarely seen her do that in real life, but I love the, I will say though, I love the change in gimmick of Dakota. I love Dakota as a heel more than I did as a face. The NXT has a way of, I think NXT does a really good job with storylines with their women. It's just really nice to see that, you know, Dakota's in a big storyline right now, that Io Shirai and Rhea Ripley are, you know, butting heads right now. And now that Impact has Deonna Purrazzo, I guarantee they have one of the best women's divisions in wrestling right now. They have Tessa Blanchard, they have Kimberly, Taya Valkyrie, Rosemary. What's her face? Trying to think of her name. Tasha Shields, I think, is her name. You know, they got all these amazing women now. And I'm excited to see Deonna back in Impact, because I watched her when she was in ROH and Impact before WWE, and she was fantastic. Why don't we have the Evolution pay-per-view anymore? I don't know. I don't know why that was kind of just a one-time thing. I would like to see that again. I would like to see that again. I'm asking that question myself. I don't know why. I would love to see that again as Sky gets the super kick up here off of Dakota Kai. Now dragging her to the middle of the ring here. Sky knows what she has to do here. She's got to connect with the Skyfall here. She's looking to connect with the Skyfall, and she does right in the middle of the ring, able to go for the cover here. And Dakota Kai with a kick out at 2. Dakota Kai still very much in this. Still, I don't know how. This is only our first match, folks. Not even halfway through the show and we're already getting a banger of a match. Not to say that the women haven't put on bangers before, but this is a pretty dope opening matchup. And a kick out at 2 again from Dakota Kai. Now Dakota getting back up from that. I don't know how Dakota's even moving at this point. Uh-oh. Dakota Kai with a face wash in the corner. Another face wash in the corner. That big boot to the face. Cover here. 1, 2. And Sky kicked out at 2. And Dakota cannot believe that. She hasn't gone for the chiropractor. Very surprising. The drop kick there. Somebody's walking their lovely boxer outside. I saw that man earlier today. He was walking his little boxer outside, right outside my window. Cute little dog there. Both ladies thinking the same thing. Going up top as Dakota gets thrown down. Dakota getting thrown down by Sky Outlaw here, and Sky's just livid right now, absolutely pissed off, flipping the birds to the crowd. And it's a little bit far away, but a Swanton Bomb! A Swanton Bomb paying homage to Jeff Hardy. Oh, it almost got the 3 count there. And now going up now, trying for the Skyfall again, and she lands it. Dakota may be out of gas here. 2, and Dakota again. Kicking out at 2. Actually, I don't like dogs, to be honest with you. Like, I like dogs, but I don't like ones that piss me off and annoy me. I'm cool as long as they don't, like, continuously bark and be annoying. But I have allergies, just not to dogs. To other things, like grass and, you know, outdoor stuff, but, which is why I barely go outside. Because even with allergy meds, my allergies still go nuts. Luckily, because of the quarantine, I haven't had to. I haven't been outside in a couple months. As Sky hits the Skyfall again here, and again Dakota Kai kicks out. What is going on? I have no idea what's it gonna take for either of these men or either of these women, excuse me, to stay down. Messing up my words here. How crazy. Sometimes when a matchup gets crazy, you mess up your words a little bit. Exactly. Quarantine to me, this hasn't really affected my life in terms of like how different it is or anything. And a Sky's the Limit driver on Dakota Kai. Is this going to be finally it for Dakota Kai? But no, she kicks out at 2. But Sky needs to start thinking now. As the Skyfall didn't help, but this may help. This may help. The Sky heel hook. I haven't seen her tap somebody out with this in quite some time now. As she's trying to get Dakota Kai to tap out here to the Sky heel hook. Almost had it. Almost had it. And finally, Dakota Kai taps out here. As Sky Outlaw gets the victory here finally. How many Outlaws are there? There's 5 of them. There's 4 who are brother and sister, and the other one's a cousin. And all of them have their individual backstories. All of them have their individual backstories, but they all come full circle together as they are brother and sister and family, so all of them have their individual backstories. But all, like I said, all of them come together at one point. And Sky Outlaw gets the victory here. You're not hearing her music now, but you will hear it as soon as this gets edited and everything else. But what a victory there for Sky Outlaw in our first match as we move on to our next one. Real quick, right here. As we have Miles Anderson taking on the big dog, Roman Reigns. Now, Roman Reigns was eliminated by Miles Anderson in the Battle Royal match that took place last episode. So that is why we are having the match we are having now. And we also have a banger of a main event as Kenny Omega, the best bout machine, will be going up against Shinsuke Nakamura. And that match was because Kenny Omega was the very first one to be eliminated in the Battle Royal match. And he was eliminated by Shinsuke Nakamura within 5 to 10 seconds of the match starting. As the ghost Miles Anderson makes his way out here. The white smoke. Now it's been a while since we have seen him. Now in case you're new here and you are not familiar with Miles Anderson, I believe he had joined us in Season 3 of RCW, the former NFL running back for his New York Jets. He is from Rochester, New York. And he decided to leave the NFL after blowing out his knee and decided to train to become a pro wrestler. And lo and behold, he joined the MWE, Manhattan Wrestling Entertainment, which is a series that had took place a while ago on my YouTube channel and here on the Twitch channel. It was titled Lockdown. Their seasons 1 and 2. As there he is, former RCW World Champion, now Roman. I really want to see how you would put my characters in this story. Well, it depends. I like to, essentially, with created characters, I think that it's so much better and so much more fun if you can make your own story. Which is why when I saw the whole Reddit thing on WWE 2K22 and I saw Patrick, who is the producer that is in charge of making 2K22, the next WWE 2K game, he was saying how that crowd reactions, telling your own story, they're really focusing on the creation suite for the next game, which I'm really excited. And it seems like he's the one guy that's really listening to the fans. Like, if you go on his Twitter and all that, like, you could talk bad about 2K, but this one guy right here is, it seems to me, based on what I've seen, he's really, like, listening. This one guy. And hopefully he can tell all of his other people to do the same thing. And I was really excited. I'm excited to see what they do with the creation suite. I'm excited to see what they do with this game. And I think from going forward, they should definitely do a bi-yearly, so 2 years, or every, like, 2 years or every other year to make a game. And I think we all know the lesson of 2K20, of this game. And I think it would be so much better for them to just do that. And when he talked about GM mode, he definitely talked about that. And one of the things that he wanted to say was, he goes, we're not just going to take SmackDown versus Raw GM mode and put it in the game. Like, we're not, like, we want to add something new. We want to, you know, if we were to add it to the game, you know, or add it as an option for, like, universe mode, we would want to add something new to it. Like, instead of it being, like, just a copy and paste from, like, SmackDown versus Raw, like, 2008 or whatever, you know? So, I'm all for that. I'm very positive. Like, despite, you know, what the 2K games have been over the years, I'm very positive because this one guy that's in charge of the game, to me, he's taking full front. You know, and he's very responsive. You know, I was looking at, I wasn't one to post a question because pretty much all my questions were answered. So I wasn't one to post the question. Road to WrestleMania, I know how fun it was. But if they can do something like that with my career, like a story-driven, like, if they could take, like, just my career and make it sort of something like that, I wouldn't mind doing that. Like, that would be cool. Like, take aspects of Road to WrestleMania and just do that with your My Career guy. Even though that I'm not a guy that plays the traditional My Career, I like creating my own stories, and create a story mode is something that they had in mind. It is. As Miles Anderson looking for possession here on Roman Reigns here in this match, in possession there as he goes face first into the canvas, into the cover here. 1, 2, and Roman with a kick out. Now Roman, he is the big dog for a reason, and a clothesline here to Miles Anderson. And I wonder how much hate Roman Reigns has for Miles Anderson right now, after eliminating him from the Battle Royal matches. Oh, he almost got him there. He almost got him there with a 2 count. He almost got him there, but it's only a 2 count. I want a shot right to the back of Miles here. Now, the only difference between football Miles and wrestling Miles is, well, he got a little bit slimmer. He lost a little bit of that football weight. You know, he basically had the built of a power running back, but also the skills of an elusive running back. And so he ended up losing weight as a Superman punch there. Right to Miles Anderson. 1, 2, out of nowhere, and a kick out at 2. What a kick out from Miles Anderson, and Roman Reigns is just having his way here with the Ghost, and I don't think he's going to be quick enough to avoid this. Looking to avoid that. Oh, a spear into a DDT, though. I almost thought that Roman Reigns was just going to have this match won here, but Miles Anderson able to be coherent enough. Oh. Looking for manifest on Roman Reigns, but none there, and a DDT right there. So speaking of wrestling, as that is a, I don't know if you know how obvious this is. It's a focal point here on the channel. There's a game coming out called Retromania Wrestling, which I'm really into because it's basically a sequel to WrestleFest. For those of you who aren't familiar with it, it's like an 8-bit arcadey, like Nintendo 64-ish feel game. And it's more arcadey based, and I've talked to the developers of that game, and they said that DLC is going to be a thing, paid DLC, but also it may have create a wrestler, create an arena, and all that stuff. It's not going to have that at launch, but they said with enough support, because it's an indie game, with enough support, they are putting that in the game. They basically want it to be not as equivalent as the WWE 2K games. I don't think we're ever going to get that. You know, from somebody that's like an indie game, other than Virtual Basement, which they aren't an indie developer. They're not. At least I don't think they are. But once that's a game that I plan to buy and I plan to get, and hopefully we'll have our own RCW like promotion on that game as well. So you guys know that I normally stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. And with that schedule in mind, I may like have to change it because of my college or whatever. But with that schedule in mind, what I hope to do is to have these wrestling games, have different wrestling games with the same sort of style that you see here. Just a little bit different because every game's going to play different. So what if we had our own RCW on this Retromania game, only it's going to be called a different promotion name. We're going to have a different promotion name, different titles, different wrestlers, everything. The only thing is, this isn't a yearly game. This is not a yearly game. This is a game that is just going to come out and just going to have content released from it as a spear to Miles Anderson here. Miles could be down for the count, and he's not, as he kicks out at 2. But hopefully, if you enjoy this, that the Retromania will be just as enjoyable as this is. Only it's going to be like arcadey graphics. But let's just say, I'm going to say it right now. Graphics don't make a game. It's the gameplay and the customization options and the options to the player that make the game. There's a snapmare takedown here from Roman Reigns. And Miles being smart here, rolling out to the outside. But Roman Reigns is not going to let him get any breathing room. Oh, tried for a right hand, but no. No right hand today. And he's got Roman Reigns right on the barricade here. Miles throwing him into the barricade with a spear. Using his own spear against him. My God. I don't know how Roman Reigns is moving, but somehow he is. Count of 6 here. As Miles rolling in and out of the ring to break the count. Oh, Roman Reigns, though, somehow is still coherent here. As both men just tossing each other around here on the outside. And now Miles looking to drag him back into the ring, as that's the only way you can win this match here. And a punch for good measure here. As now Miles looking to end this one here. He's looking to end this with Manifest. I've seen him hit this many times before. Manifest on Roman Reigns. Crawling over into the pin. 1, 2, and Roman Reigns with the kick out. He is the big dog for a reason, folks. And he's not going to go down like that. And look at these quick strikes here. Boom! Right to the face of Roman Reigns. Miles has thrown absolutely everything to Roman Reigns here. I don't know how much left he can go. I don't know, but he's going to have to do better than that. As he's going to hook him up for possession again on Roman Reigns. 1, 2, and Roman Reigns again with a kick out. Roman Reigns again refusing to go down. And Miles is absolutely pissed right now. As he's looking to hit it again. Manifest again! Crawling over into the pin. 1, 2, 3, and Miles Anderson gets the victory here on Roman Reigns. But what a match! My God! Roman Reigns threw everything he had at him, and Miles was willing to do the same. Using his own spear against him through the barricade, I might add. That's not just any spear, that's a spear through the barricade. We're definitely going to have to get that fixed up before the next match here. But Miles with the win. He might be bleeding from, I think he's bleeding from his nose there. I think I saw a little bit of blood there. But nonetheless, Miles Anderson, the Ghost, gets the victory. And if you're wondering where he got that nickname from, it was his days in football, as his teammates referred to him as that, because he was so damn quick. And now let's move on to our next match, folks, as we go over to the break screen again. Ever since I introduced the break screen, I realized, you know, there are some times where I go back and I watch my own, I watch a little bit of my own stream. A little bit. Like, I don't watch the whole thing, but I go back and, I kind of watch it to kind of critique my own stuff. I don't like to say that I'm hard on myself, but I am a little bit. In terms of how I make my content. If something is not 100%, I won't release it. I'm that much of a stickler for that. And, sometimes I'll go back and I'll watch the streams, and ever since I introduced this break screen, even though it's just a chat box and Luna walking here, it's a lot better than just you guys watching the match load up. Plus, it allows me to give you guys a little bit of surprises. Rather than, it be given away by you guys seeing who's going to face each other. So, I just think that that's just a really cool idea. And a lot of you guys seem to like it. Real quick before we get into our next match, which is Ricochet versus AJ Styles. I had mentioned last episode that AJ Styles, he had won the Battle Royale match. Matt Riddle was the last one he had eliminated to win the Battle Royale match, and the winner of that match was going to get a future title opportunity of their choosing. And just as I say that, look who is streaming. Look who is streaming. Paige is streaming. Okay. Alright. 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 Why does she always hit the stream during mine? Because then I'm not there. I'm not there to police it. I'm not there to give 500, to give like 20 subs. Right at that moment, but whatever. Anyways. AJ Styles. He had won the match, and he has an opportunity at any title that he wants. Even if it's a tag title, he could find somebody to tag team with him, I'm pretty sure. But as we get into this match, I will tell you guys the tweet that he had sent out as the match gets underway. But he had made a tweet, as we will address that once AJ comes out here. But the one and only Ricochet is making his way out here. Now, what led to this match? Keep referring back to the Battle Royale match that took place last episode. So Ricochet was eliminated by AJ Styles. And Ricochet, honestly, was my pick to win the Battle Royale match. Because I believe he has yet to win a title here in RCW. I don't think he has won one yet. So we will see. We will just have to wait and see. So this is a little bit of a revenge match here for Ricochet as he gets ready here to go up against the phenomenal one AJ Styles, and let's get him out here. The phenomenal AJ Styles, as he comes out here, when he gets on the ramp, I will refer to a tweet that he had made in regards to what title he is going after, as the phenomenal AJ Styles, former RCW Tag Team Champion, former RCW World Champion, former RCW Carnage Champion. This man has won every title except the women's title, of course, for obvious reasons, in RCW. And he looks to... he's already in the championship picture, as he won the Battle Royale to get a title opportunity, as he said this: I have made a decision, a phenomenal decision, to challenge Darby Allin for the RCW Carnage Championship. And remember what I said last episode. AJ didn't have to listen to me, but I guess he did. He will be going up against Darby Allin for the RCW Carnage title at any time that he chooses. Possibly at the next pay-per-view, but unfortunately, I can't do that. The game doesn't allow you to. But it would be pretty dope. If I would have like Brian Outlaw and Luna Outlaw wrestle each other, to be honest with you. Brother and sister wrestling each other. I would have that. If that was a possible thing. There's so many things that I mean, you could, on PC, you can mod it so that it can be that way on 2K19, but that's the cool part about PC, but on console you can't do that, unfortunately. As Ricochet, oh my, what a DDT off of the apron. Play 2009, you can do that. What, SmackDown versus Raw? But I don't have a 360 anymore. My 360 had burned in a fire, so I don't have it anymore. Unfortunately. Otherwise, I would. I doubt the creation suites would be that great, but I'd be willing to make, you know, Brian Outlaw in an older game. As Ricochet is just taking it here to AJ Styles right now, and what a kick. What a kick to AJ Styles. And this is a little bit, like I said, this is retribution right here. Oh, Ricochet. A little bit too overzealous there, trying to hit the drop kick, and he missed it both times there. But able to get out of the way there. Oh my! Dropping AJ Styles right on the back of his head there. Oh, and that uppercut right to the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. As Ricochet going up top. Oh my, what a shooting star press, but AJ able to get... a lot of people do the cutter. That's what it's called, the cutter. A lot of people do the cutter. And they only say RKO is because of Randy Orton. So, that's why. Plus, the crowd ain't that great in this game anyway. They boo pretty much everything, no matter if the person is face or heel. I've seen him do it in real life, though. I've watched him on Evolve and other places. Like, he's done the cutter A lot of people do the cutter. And a flatliner there. Elevated flatliner to AJ Styles, and he is absolutely getting mauled here right now by Ricochet. I think he did with the diamond cutter, yeah. And a 630 senton here on AJ Styles. 1, 2, and AJ with the kick out, the phenomenal one, refusing to go down from the 630 senton. And the phenomenal one, AJ has to find a way back in this matchup right now because it has been all Ricochet, again missing with that drop kick, but a shot to the back of AJ Styles. Kick right to the face. And now Ricochet and AJ Styles trying to feel each other out here, and an uppercut here from Ricochet. Trying for another one, but AJ pushes him away. Now AJ has an opportunity here with a brain buster. AJ now desperately needs to come back in this match as he's had no offense at all. It has been all the one and only. And oh my, what a spinning elbow. What a spinning elbow there from AJ Styles. Able to get a 2 count, and Ricochet with the kick out. Ricochet definitely not going to lose to AJ Styles again. He does not want that to happen here. He asked for this match personally as a brain buster again to Ricochet. And a DDT to Ricochet here as AJ Styles firing on all cylinders. Since going down early in this match, but Ricochet with a reversal. He's sick of this. He's sick of his crap. Uh-oh. Elevated flatliner again, and that busted AJ wide open. And now Ricochet knows what he needs to do as he ascends to the top for the 630 senton. But I don't think he got all of it. I think AJ got the knees up from that. I think AJ got the knees up from that, and a brainbuster again. Going after that brainbuster multiple times here in this match. Possibly leaving Ricochet a little bit disoriented here. What's he going for here? Oh, just dropping him down. I thought he may have been going for Ushigoroshi, but I guess not. 1, 2. And Ricochet able to get the shoulder up. AJ, you're going to have to do more than that to take down the one and only. And he knows exactly what he needs to do here as he has the calf crusher. He's got the calf crusher crushing the calf, no pun intended, of Ricochet, but Ricochet gets out of it very quickly. But oh, AJ Styles able to take advantage here as AJ turns him around. Oh, this can't be good for Ricochet here. He is on the top rope now. Oh my God, what's AJ looking to do? AJ here with a superplex from the top. A superplex from the top here. But Ricochet able to kip up to his feet out of nowhere. But AJ may have caught him. AJ caught him into the Styles Clash. That was perfect. Oh, but a rope break. A rope break saves Ricochet. Ricochet. I don't know if that was instinct or what, but AJ caught him with the Styles Clash. And Ricochet knew where he was enough to get his hand on the rope. And a Pele kick to Ricochet. My God, what a match this is. This is a dream match if I ever seen one. I think we've seen this a few times in that other company, but I'm not too sure. I think they faced off for the US title in that other company there. Which that was a good match. That was when AJ was with the OC before, the OC got released here. But the phenomenal blitz. The phenomenal blitz. The phenomenal blitz from AJ Styles as Ricochet rolls out to the outside. Oh, a drop kick there. Drop kick to the outside. Or drop kick on the outside, excuse me, but a super kick there. What a kick right to the face of AJ Styles. A kick to the face of AJ Styles. A kick to the face of AJ Styles and a flatliner. A flatliner again. A flatliner again as Ricochet. Ricochet now. He knows what he needs to do here. Going for the 630 senton, and he lands it this time. He lands the 630 senton. Can't get into the pin right away though. But finally able to get the cover. 1, 2, 3, and Ricochet, the one and only, gets the win here over AJ Styles. What a redemption here from Ricochet. What a redemption. Talk about redeeming yourself, Ricochet, as he's able to get the victory over AJ Styles. Now here's a question here. With AJ Styles going up against Darby Allin at a future date, we don't know if it's going to be at Recoil. We don't know if it's going to be next episode. We don't know when it's going to be. That's AJ to decide. But with Ricochet getting the victory, does this mean that that match becomes a triple threat? I mean, it's only right. Ricochet got the victory over AJ Styles. I don't know. We'll have to wait and find out and see what happens in regards to that. But Ricochet gets the win here over AJ Styles. As we move on. Yeah, 2K18 on the Switch. I heard that wasn't well received. I heard that was horrible. Even it was a glitchy mess. As our next match here is the King of Bros, Matt Riddle, going up against the world's best kept secret, RCW's best kept secret, that is, in Buddy Murphy. Now again, this is stemming from what happened last episode, the Battle Royale match, when Matt Riddle eliminated practically almost everybody, but Buddy Murphy was one of those people, and he was not happy about it. As the King of Bros will be facing off against Buddy Murphy here, as we have the King of Bros coming out first. As you hear the crowd chanting, bro, 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 for the King of Bros, Matt Riddle. And we will see. I have 2K19 on PC, but my PC doesn't play games well. I have a gaming laptop, but I don't use it for gaming. Which is kind of ironic, because that's what it's for. I have actually 2K19 both on console and PC. And I've modded it a couple times on PC. But I just don't see myself ever recording PC, so... And I've always been the console guy anyway. As Buddy Murphy comes out here. Now, we had seen Buddy Murphy in quite of a banger of a match with Scott Richards, the debuting Scott Richards. As Scott Richards got the victory over Buddy Murphy. And he, honestly, I don't think Buddy Murphy's too happy about that either. Not only was he eliminated by Matt Riddle, but he was also possibly, in his mind, humiliated by a rookie in Scott Richards. As he looks to right that wrong here on RCW right now. This is before, yeah, this is before he became the disciple. Like this entrance. As we have Matt Riddle and Buddy Murphy, as Matt Riddle starts off with a knee right to the face. Now the MMA striking of Matt Riddle definitely going to come into play here in this match. And Buddy Murphy's got to find a way to slow down Matt Riddle here. Oh, and what a knee right to the midsection from Buddy Murphy. But Matt Riddle firing back with a fist right to the midsection. Oh, look at these quick strikes. As I was just mentioning, what a kick right to the side of the face. A kick right to the side of the face here. On Buddy Murphy. And the King of Bros is looking to take over this match. Oh, gut wrench. Oh, my. Picking him up again. Oh, my. Buddy Murphy just getting tossed around. And that wrestling MMA coming into play here as a German suplex into a bridge. One, no. Buddy Murphy with a kick out. Buddy Murphy with a kick out here. Now, I did a poll a while back on my Twitter here, and the only reason why I'm mentioning this is because I figured why not? It has something to do with RCW, so I did a poll a while back. And I asked you guys on Twitter, and if you don't have Twitter, that's okay. I'm just going to say it anyway. I asked you guys on Twitter, what did you like best about these wrestling matches? Either the storylines, the commentary, or just everything in general. And a lot of you guys said the commentary, and I greatly appreciate that. But also, a lot of you guys just simply said everything. You guys love the storylines. You guys love just everything that goes into it. And I've been doing this show for about 1.5 years now. And because of that, because of this show alone, we've been able to do things, other things. As Matt Riddle looking for that senton off of the top rope, but no. Buddy Murphy covering and a kick out of one. So because of this show, we've been able to do other things. Like, you know, we've been able to create stories, create elongated storytelling through the Outlaw characters, through their backstories, through everything else. And we've been able to make a website because of this. We've been able to make a My Career Universe mode with Brian and Luna Outlaw and all that. We've been able to create the Outlaw World Tour. All of the stuff that you see on my YouTube channel that have the Outlaws in them, other than RCW, those were series created by you guys. Yes, I'm the one creating it. Hence it's on my channel, but you know, those series wouldn't have been made possible if, you know, RCW only did one season. As Matt Riddle with a couple of punches to Buddy Murphy here. So I thank all of you guys for making all of this possible. And I know you probably get this a lot from, you know, your favorite streamers, whether they be big or small. Ever play games that have a calming nature like Animal Crossing? No. I've never been interested in those games. I've just never been interested in them. I understand why people like them. I've, you know, played Pokemon. I've played, you know, other games that have nothing to do with wrestling whatsoever. And I play other games off stream that have nothing to do with, you know, wrestling or whatsoever. And I enjoy playing other games. But I find it very hard to, and you'll probably hear this from many other streamers where, you know, you play a game. And I find it very hard because you have to find a game that you enjoy playing for hours, right? You know, yeah, I can always, you know, play RCW and then switch to a different game because, you know, I'm streaming off of a PC. I'm not streaming off of my Xbox. But at the same time, it's like, I want to find a game that I enjoy, that I have passion in, you know, because people come here for the streamer. They don't come here to see my lackluster gameplay of WWE 2K20. And I mean, it's not even a hard game to pick up and play. They come here for the entertainment. They come here for the passion. They come here for the personality. And I don't think that any other game that I can stream, no matter... Because I used to stream other games. A lot. You know, before going to the Botch TV brand and focusing on wrestling, I was streaming other shit. I was doing other shit. But I don't think any other game can get me as riled up as wrestling does. And I don't think anything in the form of entertainment can get me as riled up as wrestling does. So that's why I don't play those games. Not to say that I've never played them. I've played Animal Crossing or in Harvest Moon, and, you know, I've played Call of Duty, but, you know, I'm just not, you know, your typical guy, you know? Like, I can understand why people get hyped up about the Battle Royale games and get hyped up about their wins and stuff, but, you know, nothing gets me hyped up like wrestling, and wrestling is storytelling. And I think that's what draws me to it mostly. It's because, you know, it's a lot, you know, as a kid, you know, I was bullied a lot, and, you know, wrestling was one of those things that I could easily go to. You know, when I would get home from school, you know, in middle school, you know, I would watch wrestling, and, you know, in high school I would watch wrestling, and, you know, it's not that long ago, I'm only 21, but, you know, I valued the storytelling. I valued what the actors, or in this case, wrestlers, would do with their characters. Like, the reason why Stone Cold and The Rock are decorated as some of the greatest wrestlers of all time, and Mick Foley, is because what they did with those characters to get the crowd going. You know, the crowd interaction, you know, and everything else. And, you know, it's people like Rosemary, it's people like Deonna Purrazzo, it's people like Paige. You know, a lot of these, the women's wrestling really interested me more than... Wait, Elimination Chamber is the one that comes out where the champion comes out last? Not always. Not always. The champion doesn't always come out last in Elimination Chamber. It all depends on the... order that you have it set to. So somebody could come out last, the champion could come out first, somebody could come out last. It all depends on the order that you have it set to. But, you know, I loved the storytelling of wrestling, and I love how people get attached to characters and attached to the entertainer. They don't just get attached to the character. Like, to me, I love Rosemary for Rosemary. And, you know, I love her gimmick, and I love what she does with her gimmick and everything else. Thank you, Tony, for the lurk. I love what she does with her gimmick, and I love the effect that she's had on people's lives, like saving them. You know, giving them a place to belong, because that's what we all want as humans. We want to belong somewhere. We want to be a part of something. You know, whether it's a motion of change or whatever. I hope that as a human race, we all want to strive for positivity and loving each other. And that's the whole thing I went on at the beginning of the stream with everything that's going on in the world right now. You know, it's about loving each other. And I think, you know, with Rosemary and her gimmick, she brings that out in people. Like, she says, I'm weird, I'm a freak, and I play a freak on TV, and I'm weird, and I'm a nerd, and you can be whatever you want to be too, and that's okay. You know, come join us, and, you know, and be weird with us, you know, and I think that's a very, very special thing. You know, in a world where we always try to put people in boxes and try to label people and try to, you know, just do stupid things, you know? I think it's awesome that we have the world of wrestling in which we can tell stories that relate to people, and that, you know, we have characters, even though they're on TV, that are relatable to people, and that, you know, people are willing to, you know, invest in, you know? And that's And that's what I love about wrestling, and that's what I try and bring you guys here, you know. That's pretty much what I try and bring you guys here is as Buddy Murphy with the knee bro to sleep here from the German suplex into the bridge. 1, 2, and Buddy Murphy with a kick out at 2. Buddy Murphy with a kick out at 2. And I think Bro Derek on Buddy Murphy. I think Matt Riddle's looking to finish this one here. And Buddy Murphy kicks out at 2. How crazy is this right now? How crazy is this match right now? This match is absolutely nuts. It's Buddy Murphy. A little bit of a glitch there, but a big boot here. And a kick out at 1. Buddy Murphy has not done much here to Matt Riddle. And a big knee. He hasn't done much big moves here to Matt Riddle. But just as I say that, he might as he throws Matt Riddle down. A little bit of gloating from the world's best kept secret. A couple of stomps in the corner. And now Buddy Murphy looking to hit him with the knee. Pulling a page out of Matt Riddle's playbook here. 1. No, but Buddy Murphy cannot put away Matt Riddle here. As again, he's rising him up here. Looking for a suplex perhaps, but Matt Riddle got out of it. Matt Riddle's unable to take advantage as Buddy Murphy throws him in to the corner. Buddy Murphy throws him into the corner and a huge chop. One-handed chop there in the corner, and Buddy Murphy, you better be proud of yourself, buddy, because the crowd is definitely not liking you at this moment. As Buddy Murphy looking for Murphy's Law on Matt Riddle. Just like that, Matt Riddle's in huge trouble here. Matt Riddle kicks out at 2. Matt Riddle refusing to go down to Buddy Murphy. Being as defiant as he can be here. We saw that in the Battle Royale match this past episode, but Buddy Murphy just tossing Matt Riddle in retaliation here. He is pissed off right now. He is very surprised that Matt Riddle kicked out of the Murphy's Law. I don't know how many have, but not too many. And a couple of kicks in the corner himself. As the King of Bros fighting back here against Buddy Murphy. As he drops Buddy Murphy into the pin. 1, 2, and Buddy Murphy kicks out. Buddy Murphy kicks out himself. Gets right back up though. Oh, what a knee. What a running knee. To Buddy Murphy. Looking to drop Buddy Murphy here with a bro to sleep into the bridge. 1, 2, and Buddy Murphy with the kick out at 2. Buddy Murphy is still alive. But he may not be alive after this. He may be down for the count after this one. Looking for the bro, Derek. 1, 2, 3, and Matt Riddle, the King of Bros, shuts down the world's best kept secret. Matt Riddle. What is my favorite move in WWE? That's a tough one. Because I wouldn't say in WWE, but one of my favorite moves that I've seen a wrestler pull off is Kenny Omega's Snapdragon Suplex. Now I know he's in AEW, but like a lot of people, know that move. The Snapdragon Suplex is like a standard move, but the way he pulls it off, and especially that that Pac, the way that Pac, or formerly known as Neville, sold it. Like, to me, it's not just about the move, it's in the way that the wrestler sells the move, too. You know, I love the stunner, and I love how The Rock oversold it. But that's what made the stunner, like, not necessarily that's what made the stunner famous, but to me, that's what made the stunner fun, was watching The Rock just oversell it. Like, over-exaggerated. It was awesome. As Matt Riddle gets the victory here as we move on to our main event. As we go over to the break screen, one last time as we have Kenny Omega, the best bout machine, taking on the artist known as Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, this match, again, brewed from the Battle Royale match in which Kenny Omega was eliminated, I believe, in about 5 seconds of being in that match. He was the first man out, and the man to eliminate him was Shinsuke Nakamura. And we're going to see here. Young Sin, what is up? I'm sorry that I couldn't get to you. I will get to you after the stream, of course. You know, whenever you need, I'll get to you as soon as I can after the stream. About your call this morning. I will get to you as soon as I can. As we have Kenny Omega, the best bout machine, taking on Shinsuke Nakamura. Here we go. The 1980s and early 90s WWE, about everyone had a nickname. That's true. As Shinsuke Nakamura, Kenny Omega turns around realizing that Shinsuke's behind him. Shinsuke tried to pull a fast one here before the match even started. Before the match even started, and Kenny Omega and Shinsuke right now are fighting here as Kenny Omega trying to get to the ring. And now this match is official. This match is finally official here. I don't know what Shinsuke was trying to go for, but Kenny Omega's having none of it. Kenny Omega didn't even get the vest off yet. He didn't... At least you could let the man take the vest off. Oh my. Don't want to piss off the best bout machine, or the cleaner's gonna come out. But oh my, what a knee. What a knee from Shinsuke Nakamura. The cleaner is gonna come out if you piss off Kenny Omega. And if you guys don't get that reference, watch some of Kenny's New Japan stuff. In my opinion, he was a better bad guy than he is a face, and I can't wait till he turns heel in AEW and we see the cleaner. I would love to see the cleaner again. And a huge knee to the midsection of Kenny Omega. And another knee. My God, it's going to be a battle of knee strikes here. V-Trigger versus King Chasa here. And Shinsuke, oh my, what an axe kick. What an axe kick to the back of the neck. But Kenny Omega with a reversal. Kenny Omega fighting back here, but Shinsuke with a kick to the midsection. Shinsuke with a kick, looking for the cutter, but no. And a V-trigger knee. A running V-trigger. A running V-trigger. But Shinsuke. Looks like Shinsuke just dusted it off, and oh my, what a shoulder tackle to the outside. A shoulder tackle to the outside, a chop, and another chop. Chop to Shinsuke. Now Kenny Omega trying to fire here on all cylinders. It's Shinsuke pushing him away, and a huge right hand. What a huge right hand from Shinsuke Nakamura. Huge right hand, and Kenny Omega fighting back. as both men are getting back into the ring now, as that's the only way you can win this matchup here. Kenny knows that. Shinsuke knows that. And what is this? A power bomb here. A power bomb to Shinsuke Nakamura. Now looking for it around. Another V-trigger. Another V-trigger knee. One. No, not even a 1 count. My God, not even a 1 count. And another V-trigger. Another running V-trigger. This guy will hit as many V-triggers as he can throughout this match. Shinsuke had him up, but into an inverted DDT. Shinsuke, this is definitely not working out for you. Looks like Shinsuke tried to do something, but that wasn't going to help him. That didn't help him at all. And I apologize for my dogs. My dogs are being absolutely obnoxious right now as somebody's walking their dog outside here. Lovely pit bull. I think it's a pit bull or maybe a boxer. I don't know. I've noticed a lot of boxers today. A lot of boxers today in terms of dogs. I've noticed quite a few of them today. And I always see dogs walking. It's good to see people getting out of the house walking. Doing simple things, because we couldn't do that a couple weeks ago. Or at least in my state, we couldn't. We couldn't do simple things like that. There's a V-trigger knee here on Shinsuke Nakamura, looking to get the cover here. 1, no. Again, Shinsuke kicks out. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Taha, I appreciate it. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Outlaw family. Appreciate you. As Kenny Omega looking to finish Shinsuke Nakamura here, right in the middle of the ring as he hooks him up into the one-winged angel here on Shinsuke. 1, 2, and Shinsuke with the kick out at 2. Shinsuke able to get the shoulder up at 2. Shinsuke is still very much in this. And now Shinsuke with a float over DDT on Kenny Omega. And Kenny Omega rolling out to the apron now. Kenny Omega realizing the trouble that he's in. But Shinsuke is not going to allow him to get any breathing room here as a back suplex onto the apron. Back first. And now definitely the crowd's not liking this at all. The crowd is definitely not liking this at all as Shinsuke takes Kenny Omega down. As the referee begins to count, remember, in RCW, they have a count of 20 to get back in the ring. It is not a normal count of 10. In which that is only available in matches in which countouts do apply. Oh, but a super kick, no, Shinsuke caught it. Shinsuke caught it. I don't know what he was going for there. But Kenny Omega caught it nonetheless, possibly looking for Snapdragon, but Kenny Omega gets grabbed there by Shinsuke. Oh, and a kick to the midsection. Kick to the midsection. Turns him around. Lifting him up. Into the Snapdragon suplex into the bridge. 1, 2. And Shinsuke with a kick out at 2. Shinsuke able to escape there. Now a basement drop kick right to the face of Shinsuke Nakamura. Now the artist in huge trouble here. The artist known as Shinsuke Nakamura is going down with a one-winged angel. 1, 2. Oh my God. Shinsuke again with the kick out at 2. And Kenny Omega has no idea what he's got to do here. What's it going to take to get the artist to stay down? It's a teardrop suplex there from Shinsuke Nakamura. And my God, 2 one-winged angels, and we're still going. 2 one-winged angels, and we are still going as Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega refusing to go down, raising his arm in the face of Shinsuke, and that may have just pissed him off. But Kenny Omega refusing to back down as he fights out of this working hold here from Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, Kenny's on the comeback. And a drop kick to Shinsuke Nakamura. And Kenny is absolutely fired up right now. Kenny Omega looking for the Snapdragon, but Shinsuke with a reversal. Reversal from Kenny, though, with a shot right to the back of the leg. And a super kick right to Shinsuke Nakamura, excuse me. This match is absolutely wild here. Looking for the cover here. 1, 2, and Shinsuke with a kick out of 2. Shinsuke still going. It's going to take more than that to take down the artist here, known as Shinsuke Nakamura, and a Snapdragon suplex into a bridge. 1, 2, and Shinsuke again with the kick out. Shinsuke refusing to go down. My God. But Kenny knows what he needs to do this time. He needs to hit him one more time. With the one-winged angel on Shinsuke Nakamura. 1, 2, 3, and Kenny Omega finally gets the artist to stay down. The best bout machine comes out here with a victory. Now Shinsuke, I don't know how wise that was to attack Kenny Omega at the beginning of the match. I have no idea how wise that was, as that didn't really do anything for him. Kenny Omega just basically turned around and was like, what the hell are you doing? And those two started fighting. And then Kenny Omega was like, let's get this in the ring. And the match was turned official. And now Kenny Omega owns a victory over Shinsuke Nakamura. You may hear the battle cry, and he is the best bout machine. And he has made his presence known here on RCW. My God, Kenny Omega, what a victory there. And I guarantee this isn't the last time we have seen him and Shinsuke Nakamura bout heads here. But thank you guys for joining me for another fabulous show today. I love all of you guys. This is awesome. And I was telling a friend of mine, a really close friend of mine, last night and this morning, that, she was here when RCW began. She was here in seasons 2 and 3 of RCW, and when RCW began in season 1. And I was telling her, how far this show has come along since we've done this. And I say we because you guys created this. Without you guys, there is no RCW. Without you, there is none of this. Without you, I wouldn't have made it past season 1. Season 1 was kind of a trial run. It was kind of to see whether or not I wanted to keep going. Whether or not I wanted to keep this series going. And because of the Outlaws, because of the stories that we've been able to create together. And I say create together because you guys, I get messages all the time, either on Twitter or on Discord, saying, I love what you're doing. I love how invested you are in these characters. I love how, passionate you are about what you do. And truthfully it is. If you're not giving 110% in what you do, then why are you doing it? There's no sense in doing it if you're not willing to give it 110%. That includes with anything that you do. That's how you make change in the world, is you set a goal on something and you give 110% of it and you don't stop. You don't stop. You keep going. And that's with anything in life. Doesn't matter what it is. And because of you guys, I'm able to portray my love to wrestling onto you and to bring a community together all through wrestling. When wrestling and many other things that are going on right now a lot of times like to separate us. You know, we like to use the term mark on one another, and we like to, for some reason, a fan base that is so passionate can become so toxic. And like I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, it is important that we love each other. It is important that we support each other in any way possible, in every single way possible. And I love every single one of you for allowing me to portray my real life story and my whole thing with the Outlaws, because a lot of that is real. A lot of that is like the anxiety, the story behind it. A lot of it is real. A lot of it is not just fiction. And because of you guys, RCW is still going strong. Because of you guys, I'm writing a book on the Outlaws called Life on Lockdown, which is going to be awesome. That is going to be great. And I plan to be on my buddy's podcast to talk more about it. The Frozen Spud Gaming, and Ice White. I still got to talk to those guys. But I want to make this clear. It's because of you guys that this show is surviving. And I make it sound like like it's a big deal, or that my show is dying or whatever. But that's not the case. But I've seen many content creators. I've seen many people get burnt out from the content that they've made, or they just don't see the passion in it anymore. And that's really sad. But with the support system that you guys have created, with this community that we've created together, it's amazing. And I thank every single one of you for that. And I promise that this show will continue to be as badass and as awesome as the previous seasons were, and we're going to continue to get better and better and better as we go along. So thank you so much for all of your support through all of the streams, through all of the YouTube content and everything else. Speaking of which, I feel like this is a better time than any. There's my Discord there. You can join it and join the rest of the Outlaw family there. That is the best way to reach me off stream. I usually host feedback sessions, which are things that I do after stream, where I'm in the feedback channel, where it's a voice channel where you guys can, voice your opinions on RCW and kind of talk about things that you don't like and about the show and everything else. As long as you keep things that are pertain to the show, I can change them. I believe that constructive criticism is great in every sense, in every sense of the term. And I also believe that saying something sucks is not going to do anything. Because when you tell somebody that something is bad, or something that they've created is bad, and you don't tell them why, that doesn't really do anything. Or you don't tell them how they can improve it, that doesn't really do anything. So I like to do that every once in a while. I don't do that every stream. I don't do that after every RCW stream. But I like to do that because I like to see what you guys like. I like to kind of see what is more interesting to you guys. I book the show accordingly. With the rivalries, especially with this one right here that we just witnessed, Kenny Omega and Shinsuke Nakamura, I thought that was going to be a good rivalry. And I thought a good storyline for it would simply be the fact that Kenny Omega was eliminated 5 seconds into the Battle Royal by Shinsuke. And because of that, we're gonna milk this rivalry a little bit, but in a good way. I want you guys to have some awesome wrestling content to watch, other than the stuff that you watch on TV, of course. And, you know, I want us all to come together, especially with everything going on right now, and just realize, like, how positive we can all be. Because that's what the world needs right now. Positivity and togetherness as a society. More than anything. And that is the community that I want to create. A peaceful, awesome wrestling community that comes together just specifically for the enjoyment of wrestling. And, you know, we know how toxic the wrestling fan base can be. Just look at Twitter. Just go on Twitter for a few minutes. And you'll see that. So with that being said, I think every single one of you that comes out to the streams, you don't have to show up. It's not a requirement, of course, but for those of you that come out to the streams, watch, and you guys watch the VODs, you guys watch it on YouTube, watch wherever you're watching this. It's awesome. Numbers only mean so much. I take your guys' feedback into account more than I take views. This isn't about a view money thing. This is about just us enjoying wrestling content together. And as I say that, I'm going to enter my YouTube command here for you guys to check out some more wrestling content that is on my YouTube channel. Every episode of RCW is on there. Every episode of the Brian Outlaw My Career Universe mode is on there. Every episode of the Outlaw World Tour is on there. There's a bunch of things on there. And also, real quick, I will also enter this command as well. This is my website, ProWrestlingGamingAssociation.com, in which you can find blogs written by me. You can find the exclusive Angle podcast with my co-hosts Young Sin and Chaotic 911, or Sakite as he goes by now. And we talk about wrestling. We plan to bring that back, I don't know when, but sooner than later. We have a really good topic for you guys, and that is social media and its effect on wrestling. So that should be an awesome topic, and we're excited to bring that back. There's also a website exclusive series for you guys to watch on there. The Outlaw backstory of Luna, Behind the Mask, The Dawning Behind the Mask, that series is on there. The Sky Outlaw backstory, the Sky's the Limit backstory, that's on there as well. And a bunch of other things are going to be put on there in the future. That costs about $100 to keep running a year, and I'm willing to pay that to connect with you guys. There's also an email, real quick, as well, that I'll talk about real quick. That email is for you guys to email me, also Sakite, who also has access to the email as well. That is for you guys to email us, and I say us as a community. That is why it's called Pro Wrestling Gaming Association. We want wrestling gaming to have its own place in the gaming world. To have its own place just like Fortnite. To have its own place just like Call of Duty. We know cognitively that it may never be as big as Call of Duty or Fortnite. But it deserves to have more people. And with all the creators that we have, with all the content creators that we have, and with all the universe modes that I've seen, that I've watched on YouTube and Twitch and everything else, that it's pretty awesome. And we all just want to create a positive wrestling gaming community, or a positive gaming community altogether. And that is the best way that we can do that. So if you have any suggestions on a content idea or a collaboration idea, maybe you want to collaborate with me, I'm always open to that too as well. So for any of you that have that, please feel free to email us your suggestions and everything, or even feedback if you guys want to do that too. There's pretty much a lot of stuff that you can use that email for, so definitely use it. It is there for you to utilize it. So with that being said, thank you guys for joining me, and I will catch you guys on the next stream. I will have some more content on the YouTube within the next few days. possibly tomorrow or even on Thursday. As early as tomorrow or Thursday. So thank you guys for joining me, and I will catch you guys on the next stream, which should be Thursday. But it's kind of all up in the air right now just because of different things going on and stuff that I've got to do. So make sure to follow the Discord so you can get notifications whenever I'm live. I know Twitch has an issue delivering notifications, so you know, I don't want that to be a problem for you guys. Because all the time, I get notifications for some people, and I don't get notifications for some other people. So, I guess it's better to be safe than sorry. So that's why the Discord's also there as well. So, anyways, I will catch you guys later on another stream, possibly Thursday. Stay safe out there, and love each other. Love one another. We all need to do some of that. So, with that being said, love one another, stay safe, and I will catch you guys on another stream.